All right, here we go, weekly workout. All right, this is the 8-9. So I did a video and I was blowing everybody up, talking about no one can run two balls. I was such a jerk. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, it was my reality video, and one of the guys in the comments, I think it was Dumref, the guy's name is, he asked for the setup. So I thought, well, this is perfect. I'll do a video on it for the weekly workout. This will be coming out tomorrow morning. So we're about a half ball off the rail with the 8-ball. So you could just put a cue ball there, half ball off. And we're going to be about a diamond and a half on a Brunswick. It's missing, but there's a diamond here. So it's about a diamond and a half. And then there's a cross section here with the diamonds. And I'm right at the cross section, a little above it. Let's say up table. And then about 4 inches up, 4 inches up, and 4 inches up. And we're going to hit from these areas and we're going to find out where to go for the 9, because it's going to matter. And we're going to decide, are we going to play the 9 in the corner or are we going to play the 9 in the side? Obviously making in the side is easier depending on where the cue ball is, and making the corner can be a little nerve-wracking if you're trying to shoot the money ball and shoot a straight in shot on a 9-foot table from here. So let's say we're just flat and we're going to go for the 9 ball in the corner. So I'm going to shoot some, and we're going to hit some good and hit some bad. We'll see what can go wrong. Just a straight shot, not a high ball. Okay, see, it kicked. Newer cloth, kicked forward, left me this super long shot of the 9. So now if I'm playing and I'm trying to win and I need to get 80% on this drill, who likes this shot? Raise your hand. This is awful. Yeah, nobody likes that shot. So let's do it again. So we're training. We're already down 1-0 against the Ghost on 2-ball run out. Okay, let's do it again. So now we realize a natural rolling ball is gonna just die right there. So now we have to hit it a little harder and a little lower to get it to come towards the 9. And now we come up table and now we look at it, right? Now who wants to shoot this for money? Raise your hand. For in your tournament you've been training 8 months for. Okay, not good. Okay, now we're down 2-0. This is fun. All right, I think I'm making my point. Because I'm a 700 and this person was a 480 at best. So what I'm saying is the 2-ball Ghost is... and I can sit there and say, oh, I'm not warmed up. And of course, yeah, of course, if I get warmed up and I find the shot, I'm gonna kill this thing. But what I'm saying is, it's not that easy, is all I'm saying, when you have a 2-ball run out. Because even this shot is missable, right? On a 9-foot table, this is a 4 1/8 pocket. It's not easy, is all I'm saying. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. And so I guess my point was, you guys got it. You know, you think, oh, 2 balls, it's so easy, but it's not easy. Okay, now I'm seeing that it's kind of sliding, so I gotta give it a little more. And still, we're in the same spot where this is makeable, right? But I've seen people miss it. Especially if you're... What I'm saying is, the people that I'm saying that have a trouble on these 2-ball runouts, if you're in that 425, I think the tournament that I was talking about the person going to is going to be like, I'd say like 350, 400 to like maybe mid to high 5s. And so this 2-ball runout is like important to figure out. So, okay, so now we're hitting it and we're seeing, it's definitely not easy to get here, or let's say here, to make it easy. It's not easy, right? So every time, I'll just do a couple what can go wrongs. And I've been making all these 8 balls. Let's say I go like this and I lose my cue ball. Well, this is terrible, right? Like that person, this is a very, very bad spot. And all I did was just didn't pay close enough attention to my cue ball. Oh, I know the solution. I got to hit it lower. Okay. I watch this in training all the time, is what I'm saying when I'm playing, and they're shooting it over there, and this is a really impossibly difficult shot. So what I'm saying is, the reason why we need to train these shots is because our spray pattern is huge on this angle, and the reason why we want to have angle on the ball is because our spray pattern's big when we're stunning. A lot of these are stun shots from this angle. So now let's move up, okay? We already know we don't like the stun shot. Now I already start feeling more comfortable because this one we can just push in. See, already just by moving the angle up a little bit, it's easier to get on the ball. And all I'll say about this is that when you talk about 9-foot pool, a lot of people play bar tables, but when you get on a 9-foot pool table and the pockets are tight, like 4 1/4 inch width, diamonds or whatnot, shooting a long shot in the corner, like shooting this ball to that corner when you're at an amateur level is not a gimme. If you put enough pressure on a person that's higher up the amateur ranks, it becomes tougher and tougher with the more pressure you get, meaning on the 9 ball. So I want you guys to practice and see how easy it is to get on the 9, and then we're going to get to a certain point, how difficult it is when it's flat and how easy it gets when we get higher up the chain of the angle chain. So now we're going to go racing. This is actually going to be hard to hold it for the corner. See how fast that comes up? But that's nice because I can smooth the ball with a little more angle. See? I got behind the cue ball there. I was thinking about my stroke. I've been thinking a little bit about, sometimes I think about my stroke a little bit, so it's good. I just get a little behind the cue ball. So here I was playing one pocket yesterday, and there's a lot of like pressure shots in one pocket, and I haven't played a game of one pocket for money or meaning since January. So these shots were tough. And I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. That's kind of my reality, you know? My reality is if I don't play for 6 or 7 months and then I gamble against a really good one pocket player and the pockets are tight, it's not easy. And I see it with him and I saw it with me last night. It's like, you know, because I can play too and I put pressure on him, but we both like missed some shots. We both hit some great shots. Okay, let's do it again. But it's like accepting my reality. My reality is this is not a gimme, okay? It looks like a gimme, but it's not a gimme. So my reality is I have to come down, practice this, and make it count. Meaning that's not a gimme. That's I'm sorry, it's just my reality is that's not a gimme. If I was playing more pool, then I would feel more gimme-ish, right? But what I was telling you guys last night is that it's not about what I think or wish or hope or compare myself to other players or anything. My reality is my reality. I only feel what I feel and experience what I experience and miss what I miss. I miss the shots that I miss and I make the shots I make. And sometimes my reality is I'm a beast. And sometimes my reality is I miss straight in shots, like from length. So now let's go 2 rails. So now we know the 45-degree roll. It's roughly going to go over about a diamond. So we're not in jeopardy of scratching, but we're a little bit more than 45. So we'll probably be coming into this range right here. So we'll just say that we're going to stay inside this ball just to have a marker. And we're not going to hit the 9. So now we're going to come down. And because we're so steep, we don't want to hold the 1 rail for the corner. We're going to come down to the 9 in the side. And if we blast by it, we can get a little backup action on the corner. So we're going to go down to the 2nd rail. And we're going to watch. And we're going to say, okay, what happened? Hit a little thick. So that helped hold me away from the 10. But it killed my speed. And I missed the shot. So we're going to put it up again, and we're going to fix that problem. We're going to hit this one thinner, and we're going to try to hold our speed a little bit. And I don't need to hit it harder necessarily. See, I'm getting soft here. I don't need to hit it harder. I just need to hit it thinner. Like that. Yep, and goes exactly like I thought. And then we got the 9. So this wasn't to do anything. And then we shoot the 9 on the side. So, because the camera's in the way, the camera's in a very precarious position. I think I left my my go-to $20 stand for the camera at Doble's. So I have some rigged up selfie sticky thing. Okay, let's do it again. We want to prove it. We want to prove that we know what we're doing. So hit the 8 again, high angle, thin second rail to here on the 9. That one I put a little wipe of outside on, and it kind of slowed it down a little bit. It kind of checked the cue ball, and it brought me a little too close to the 9. See, look at this. Not easy. What am I going to do? Shoot the 9 on the side on a back cut on a blind pocket, I suppose. Highly missable. So what I guess we're back to the point is I don't take these outs for granted, and I don't sit there and say, I'm 700, I don't train 2-ball runs. It's like, yeah, I do. I totally do. And I'm not embarrassed. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. Okay, now we're going to go flat. We're just going to see what we do. Out to here. So we're going to go inside and let the spin take us up towards the 9, just like that. We're just messing around. We're just seeing how do we like that position. And we're fine. Again, I'm glad to be practicing because it's been a minute. And you know what? It's cool. Last night I was playing this dude one pocket. He's one pocket specialist. He's probably like mid to high 600s, but he plays one pocket like really good. So it's like I said, it was fun because I played him and I realized, let's hit one here to here. I don't really like this shot, but it's fun to hit. I realized, man, I got to play more. I just do, I just do have to play more. Oh, I like that. That worked out nice. So I'm just hitting some of these shots to figure out, how to beat the 2-ball ghost. And you guys are going to give me that one because I don't feel like walking around. And that's what I'm doing. But anyways, and then if we get here really flat, now we can think, man, it just naturally wants to come out there. We don't want to be here. Maybe I don't like that. Seems like a lot to do, to go here to here. To get to this chalk here, that seems like a lot, right? And then stunning up to the chalk, that's a possibility, but watch. It's like, yeah, that's probably the shot, or it could be the shot. It's just stunning, it's a little weird because if I hit high or low, I'd start spraying the ball around. So that actually worked pretty good. Okay, since I'm here. But what last night taught me was that I got to practice more and I got to play more. But for me, because I've been competing for 40 years, I don't think that it's the competition as much as the volume of the shots. Because I was fine playing somebody and competing. I wasn't like nervous or anything. My biomechanics were a little bit My physics was a little bit My geometry was a little meh. And my strategy was And my mental game was good, really good. So it's funny because my mental game was super good because I've been working on it and I've been training it and teaching it. And my strategy was good because it's like I have done enough one pocket commentary and I've played enough one pocket that I understand the game. My biomechanics are pretty decent because I hit balls a lot and I'm training with you guys and I'm thinking about it. But it's like the blending of it together and then competing. It was like, I think what I'm saying is it felt like I was at about 75% of everything. And it was enough to play a high, pretty decent level one pocket player. He's not like super pro caliber, but he's right on the cusp of that. And he's a specialist and I'm not at one pocket. So it was a really good fight and a good match. And, you know, it was fun to see where I was at and to see how it went and to be accepting of all outcomes and all things and being okay with that everything was sort of like, I was missing like 1% here, 1% there, and it all added up. Okay, so why are we hitting it so flat? Let's try here now. Now what do we do? Instead of stunning, here I might go forward. I mean, there's other options. Like same with the stun shot. Maybe I am just practicing stun shots here. See, that's what I don't like about it. It's a little bit, doesn't have, like I have to pound it, right? There's not a lot of energy on the ball. So do it again. Tip up, keep the energy up a little bit, keep the cue ball going forward. That's the same shot, didn't quite tip up, so we'll hit it again. So we're gonna tip up. Okay, we're gonna tip up. We don't wanna go to the second rail, we just wanna tip up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Like this is the little shots that I was hitting yesterday that in one pocket, you gotta hit shape in the same pocket. And it's like, just like when you haven't played and you're kind of feeling like 75%-ish on everything, because it's not like everything 75%, it's like you have your 100% game. And then what I've said before is like, gosh, I don't want to get too far into the percentage weeds with you guys, but like basically what I'm saying is I show up to play and it's like, well, I haven't played a one pocket match. I haven't played a one pocket game in 7 months. So it's like, well, my strategy, tick, 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 like a Street Fighter, my strategy energy's down. And then, well, you know, I haven't played under pressure for a while. So everything sort of ticks down on my Street Fighter game, right? Like my biomechanics, I just, it feels a little off, right? And I'm so used to like thinking about my biomechanics. I'm not because I'm never in a fight. I mean, even when I'm training with you guys here, it's like, yeah, I want to play my best and do my best, but it can be affected by, it's not the same pressure as like gambling against a good one pocket player. So it's just a different thing. So like my biomechanics, Street Fighter energy is down because I haven't played I haven't literally I haven't like thrown a punch in anger. Guess what you're saying? You'd call it in like 7 months since Derby. So then I'm like, okay, because I don't count leagues because that's bar table. So I'm talking about tight 9 foot, one pocket, all these things. It's like all these things can kind of bring my Street Fighter energy down, my effectiveness, whatever. So that's what I'm kind of saying by like the percentages. But the mental was great. It was awesome because I have acceptance. And so I just smiled and accepted it. And every time I would like get triggered from the past, I saw times where I'd be like, oh, this is not good. I haven't played since Derby. This is not good. I'm too far behind the cue ball. This is not good. XYZ problem, right? Well, instead of freaking out and worrying about it and saying, well, I guess it's back to the drawing board. Ooh, wiggled it in. I guess I should quit. I shouldn't even play anymore. Like that. So I'm a fight or flight guy. And my typical response is flight. So if I'm playing and I'm kind of like down with this guy, I'm down a game, I'm down 2 games, I'm down a game, I'm down 2 games. We're seesawing back like that. And I'm punting off opportunities, I'm making mistakes, and I'm down a game, I'm down 2 games, and I'm fighting. And the old me would be like, okay, well, we'll go a little closer. The old me would be like, I'll quit. I'll just quit. Let me go 1 rail down to it. See, this is going to be a tweener spot. This is trash. That's why we don't like going 1 rail. I just wanted to show you guys that. That's terrible. I mean, obviously I can make the 9, but if I have to sit and worry about it and it's a sweat, I don't like it. I don't like that shape. So anyways, what I'm saying is, the old me would want to flee. I'll quit. And the new me was like, no, I don't care if I'm losing. I don't care if I'm down a game or two. I don't care if he's rated this and I'm rated that, and that if I could just practice, I blah blah. It's like, who cares? Like, all that stuff is irrelevant. I'm in the moment. I'm playing. I was dealing with what's happening at the moment. I'm not getting my nuts shut off, but I'm not running through him. I'd like to be able to run through the guy, but it's like I might be 3 months of practice away from that. I might be 3 hours of practice away from that. I might be 2 weeks, whatever. It might be that I never can run through the guy, and he's always a tough match for me, and we're going to seesaw or whatever. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. It's like, it's my experience, it's my beliefs, it's what I tell myself and what I think. And so, like, I think what I think. And so, but the whole point is I have acceptance for all those thoughts and all those outcomes and all those possibilities. Okay, 2 rails, because we don't want to come up short. We want to go down and through. We're good here. This is like perfecto. Okay, nice. So what I'm saying is, because I do what I tell you guys I do, and I go out and I get into a fight against a pretty good level one pocket player, and I take a little bit of a loss. I ended up down 2 games after about 4 hours. And I'm like, fine, no problem. No problem at all. I made my assessment and I evaluated what happened, and then I advised myself on what I needed to do. And I took a little loss, and then I learned from it. And now I learned what I need to do to move forward, to improve, to work on my game, to get ready for Derby. It's like I need to put in more practice time, and I need to get in a few fights. Not a ton of fights, just a few. And it's good, because it's good to learn that in August instead of January during Derby, like I did last year. I learned it during Derby. I'm like, uh-oh, didn't prepare enough, didn't fight enough. Whoopsie. So now I know. I went out and got in a little mini fight, and I was excited. And the other thing about it was I was grateful. I was like, at first I'm like, well, I'm not ready. I don't play, whatever. And then finally I said, no, I'm grateful for this opportunity. Like, I'm thankful that the guy wants to play me, because I don't get action around Minnesota. People aren't like calling me to play. And so I was like, wait a second. That was just a little bit outside. I'm like, wait a second. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I haven't hit a ball. I haven't thrown a punch in anger in 7 months. I don't care if I haven't played one pocket in 7 months. I've even thought about one pocket in 7 months. I don't care if I made a video saying I'm going to start studying one pocket and I haven't. I had an opportunity with someone wanting to fight me. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm a fighter. I like fighting. Like, I don't care. Like, I got to go. Let's go. Let's fight. So it was awesome. So, and that's about acceptance and gratitude. And when I go with acceptance and gratitude, I drive to the pool room ready to fight and good with any outcome. You know, it's like I brought enough money. We were going to play per game. I'm like, I don't know, I'll bring 10 bullets and I hope I don't get my ass kicked. And it was fine. It was fine. But I was fine getting my butt kicked. It was a totally fine outcome if that happened. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it was possible. And it was even possible that I wasn't going to win. It wasn't likely that I was going to win yesterday because of all of the Street Fighter things I ticked off. And the reason why I'm not like making excuses or like discrediting him or whatever is that try to get a little closer, just a little bit more outside to get it. I want to drag it. I want to just drag it a little closer to the 9. Is that I respect him and I'm thankful for him for playing me. So, and I like his game and he's a great guy. And so it's like, I don't have to sit there and do anything other than just accept the outcome of what happened, look back, evaluate what I did, look at the good biomechanics things I did, the good physics things I did, the good geometry things I did, the good strategy that I played, and the good mental that I did. Like I did good in some of those areas, or sometimes during that match I did well with those things. Sometimes I didn't. And then I look at where I fell short and I assess, and then I make a plan to fix those things or work on those things, right? There's certain shots, there's certain positions, there are certain kicks and banks, there are certain things that I need to get better at, and for one pocket and for pool in general, and I'll do that. So, okay, what do we got left? This is the worst weekly workout or the best one. Depends on what you're looking for from me. Sometimes people like to have me talk about this stuff. It's kind of a little podcast recap of my one pocket game and weekly workout. See, we're up high. So we go 2 rails. See, we're here. 2 rails would be kind of forcing it. Here, 2 rails would be ridiculous, and even coming down to the side might be asking too much. Here, going down to the side be way too much. So we go in these little zones and in between spots, and we say, okay, this feels like side pocket. This looks like corner pocket. It feels like corner pocket. See, if I go down to the side here, it's possible, but I kind of gotta, no, that's good. I like it. I like it. And the side might be good there. It's just when it gets flatter than that, the side's not as good because it wants to roll forward to this rail. That was actually very natural to get to the side. And that's why I put these out here. I can look and say, this is what I think and I feel, but until I actually hit it, I don't really know. So no one can really know that, Napoleon. Okay, so what I'm saying is coming to here is a complete like error now that I've seen how easy it comes to here. But then I would hit 10 shots from this dot and see how close am I to 80% from this dot. I'm starting to like it. The more I hit it 2 in a row, I'm like, oh, this is way easier. And this shot is way easier. So back to the training and out of my little, who cares about my pool journey? We're here for you guys. I'm liking coming down to this zone from this spot. I'm no longer liking coming here unless I have to, right? Like if I'm here, I sort of, it's kind of forcing it to come up table. See, and if I start hitting it thick, I start having back cuts, and I don't love being here. I even don't like being here at all. If I'm here for now, it's like a really bad spot. So I have to be careful of these spots. And every table is different, right? Like if the rails are softer, if the cloth's not as new, if the balls are grittier, hitting up to that side pocket might be tough. So let's go here. Like if we try to play the side here, I think we're gonna just roll too forward and get frozen on that rail. See, we're starting to come towards that channel, and I'm not loving that. So I kind of like being away from it more, because what I don't want to be is, this is not where I want to be on that 9, nor do I want to be here, or like here, you know? So, all right, it's good. Cool. So that's the other thing that I do is I learn and I sit there and think, you know, I learned something by practicing here and training. I learned that even this flat, it's not terrible to play for the side. I would have never thought that. I would have doubted that, right? But that now I'm seeing it. That's why. So that's a little flat. But even up at 2 inches, 2 inches up puts me here. You know, because more energy is on the cue ball. So it's kind of cool. I'm starting to see where my zones are, right? As I get flatter, I'm in a no man's land until I get down here. So that's cool. Because then what we would do, okay, before we go, I'm going to add the 7, just because I want to show you guys how we build these runouts. So I spent like a half hour playing this one shot. So then we go here, right? Put this here. Put the cue ball here, and now we're going to float down into that zone, and we're going to F around and find out what happens. Right on that dot, I come down, it's right on that perfect spot. But it looks like it's in the same angle as here, but it's not because it's closer to the 8. So now it's really nice to just go for the side pocket. It just comes up really nice like that. Okay, so then we would hit our dots here, and we'd look and see from here, and we would run out and try to build these runouts. And we'd mark a dot here, and we would put dots over here from where to shoot from. And we'd start realizing if we're here, we're in trouble, because we're going to start going too close to the 8. See this? This is not good for us. Now we're playing safety from there. Or, well, we got lucky, because then we can like, yeah, hit it and miss it. See, we didn't get lucky. That is a makeable shot. I like that. I mean, I would feel like I got lucky if the cue ball landed there. I would feel not, I would be like, okay, this is awesome. See, we're getting on that channel. It's fine, not my favorite. I don't love that. It's good, but I'd rather have it this way. Okay, so that's what we would do. We'd do the 7, and then we'd build the 6, and this is what we do. And then we would move these balls around. The 8 would be in a different position, the 9 would be in a different position, but that's it. So, okay, love you guys. Sorry about all the chatting. I hope you liked it. I wanted to have a podcast on that, so I thought I'd do them together. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.